The new one or Kazaris?
Start with 16:4.
Okay. The one who searches a cubic square and then leaves a cubit until he reaches bedrock or virgin soil. The person who removes the earth from the place of truma may eat his truma. Someone who clears away a pile may not eat his truma. Someone who was standing and reached a river, an irrigation canal, or a public highway stops his search. In a field in which people were killed, if all the bones were collected, the field is then considered tahor. If someone is removing a grave from the field, he gathers up every bone, and the whole field is considered tahor. Regarding a pit into whom which stillborn fetuses or slain people were thrown, the bones are gathered, and the whole pit is considered tahor. Reb Shimon says that the pit was initially intended to be a grave, the surrounding earth must be removed. One who plants a grave thereby creates a base papras. And one, how far does his plowing make a base papras? A furrow's length, which is 100 cubits, an area of 4 saw. Rabbi Yoshi says an area of 5 saw, and this applies to a downward slope, and on an upward slope, the following procedure determines the size of a base papras. A quarter cob of vetch seals are placed in a knee-shaped part of the plow, and up to the place where 3 vetches will sprout alongside one another is deemed a base papras. Whereas Roshi says the laws of a base papras applies only to a downward slope, not to an upward slope.
Okay. All right. So base papras hayachorish v'tiach b'selo b'gader. So let's say the guy was plowing over this field where the grave was, and he hit some bedrock, or he hit a fence or something like that. That basically it shook off the plow because the impact is going to dislodge all of the dirt from around the plow. Or he just simply got and shook off the plow at some point. Okay. That is the end of the base papras at that point, because if he carries on plowing from there, there's no concern of anything sticking to the plow and being dragged further. Rabbi Eliezer Omer base papras ose base papras. He says that the base papras can be infectious and it can travel further. So if you've got an area that's already a base papras, and you go and plow into a neighboring area, it will extend the base papras into the neighboring area. Rabbi Yeshua Omer, he says yes, but not all the time. Keitzad, charash chatzi mana, if he only plowed half a fire, which is 50 amas. Okay, and then he went back and plowed another 50 amas from there into the next section. If he plowed 50 amas to the east, and then plowed 50 amas to the north, that will also spread the base papras to the north. Okay, or even 100 amas that way. That will make a base papras, but not charash milomana. If he already plowed 100 amas, and then he went back and plowed again in the same direction, eno ose base papras. It says it's a gezerah. The whole thing is just a gezerah derbanan, as a knas on people who plowed over a grave, and there was a gedera to it. They made a limit to that and said 100 amas. That's it. No more than 100 amas. It doesn't carry on further. Even though you could argue that maybe you're going to drag something further on, the fact is that there's specific rules to the base papras, which according to Rabbi Yeshua ends at 100 amas. According to Rabbi Eliezer, not. But the halacha follows Rabbi Yeshua. Okay. Hachoresh mi latimia. Okay, latimia is this is a field full of bones, basically scattered there. You've got scattered bones over them. It's viras atamos, or a pile of bones. Misadeh she'avad hakever besocha, or a field in which there used to be a grave. We know that there used to be a grave somewhere, but we don't know where it was. Or shenimtza bakever, or he was plowing, and then he found a grave and said, "Oh, I didn't realize there was a grave in this field." Or somebody went and went and plowed his neighbor's field. He wasn't working for his neighbor. He just went and unauthorized went and plowed that field. And also a non-Jew who plowed over his field. Okay, all of these cases do not make a base papras, because what is the reason for the base papras? It's a knas on the person who deliberately went and plowed over his grave. Okay, now why? So all of these cases were places where it was accidental, or it just doesn't fit the definition of what the Chachamim made the knas on. So what about the goy? Why do we not punish the goy for plowing over his field? Because she'ain base oppressed the kusium. Because even for the kusium, the kuti is kind of they're viewed in the time of the Mishnah as suspect Jews, Jews who don't keep the halachas of the chachamim. So they said they didn't bother with the kutiim because the kutiim weren't going to listen to them anyway. So if you make a halacha of a base pras on the kuti field, then you're going to just increase. It's not going to be a disincentive to them because they don't care, and you're just increasing tumah in Yisrael. So there's no point. And once you're not including the kutiim, you're also not going to include the goyim. Okay. Then stay base pras al gabe tahora. So now what happens? You've got two neighboring fields. So on the higher part of the hill is a base pras, and below it is a tahor field. Shatful geshamim. So now there's heavy rains, and a lot of the soil washes down from the base pras into the tahor field. Okay.
The top one is tahor also.
The what? No, the top one is base pras. The top one is a base pras. That's the one that was plowed over and has got possibly bones in it, and it's tameh.
Right. This says this base pras field is above a tahor. Oh, above a tahor. I read it wrong. Okay, I got it. Sorry.
Okay. Afilu aduma hilbinoa. Even if the base pras field was clearly red, the base pras field was if the base pras field was white and it washed into the field and it made sections of it white, or levanavi hedimua, or vice versa, if it was red and the red went into the white field that was tahor, you could see a clear difference in the kind of soil. Base pras. This does not spread the tumah of the base pras. It's now batal to the current field, and the chachamim can do this because the whole thing was already just a gezerah derabanan. They make the rules, and the rule is that if it just washes over the boundary, that's not counted. Okay. So I'm going to leave you to do the chazaros yourself.
Okay, I will.
Okay, and I'll see you next.
Thank you again. I'm sorry. I'll see you in the morning. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.